interesting how I get obsessed about things. I go through phases where, for a period of time, of course, I've been obsessed about improving my mental health, which is a good thing. And it's like, sometimes I wonder, like, it feels like I have some symptoms of Asperger's, but I don't think I do, because I'm pretty good at reading people's, great, I stepped in dog poop. I'm pretty good at reading people's emotions, but, oh, Brandon. Brandon? Hey, baby, babe. Okay. Oh, no, I should be able to walk home, unless you want to walk along here with me. Just, near Dodge, in the river. But, no, I don't think I need to be picked up unless you want to come get me, or come with me. Yeah. Well, I was planning on heading back home soon. Okay. Okay. Okay, I love you. Okay. Thanks, babe. Love you too. Bye. Why is there so much dog poop along here? Somebody's coming. So, I think that it's probably not necessarily that I don't think I have Asperger's, but sometimes the way that I obsess over things, it feels like it. Like it could, like the way I've seen my friends who have Asperger's, the way that they obsess over stuff. But it's probably just my ADHD, because they said that I got that. I wonder, because I took a test. I mean, I was 21, so that was a while ago. But that determined that I have the ADHDs and and so it's like sometimes I get obsessed with people. Sometimes I get obsessed with books or ideas or ways of thinking. And sometimes I get obsessed with my art. And sometimes I get obsessed with marketing and figuring out how to get myself out there more. And it's interesting because right now I'm definitely obsessed with marketing. After I learned about the influencer thing and how to gain influencers, so now I'm obsessed with gaining people's hello.
Hello, baby.
Not much. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Cool.
It's nice out here.
Yeah, especially the view of the mountain. It's beautiful.
Let's see what I can do so I can get high real quick.
Alright, well, have a good time.
Yeah?
No, no thank you.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. There's a lot more people out here than I anticipated. This is like my go-to spot. I came out here a lot when the pandemic started. This is like my go-to bike ride and walking area. And it's finally flowing. There's water flowing at least a little bit out of the drainage canals from the city. But I go through phases of what I get obsessed about, and I fixate on those things. And so right now it's definitely finding influencers, people who have many more followers and likes than me, and building connections with them to therefore in hopes that I will be able to have them allow me to send them a package of whether it's one of my sigils or one of my books. And so I've been finding influencers who are either witchy or coloring book people or fashion people or like home decorator people who I think that would really possibly enjoy having one of the things that I make. And then so after you build, so there's a few ways you could do it. So the way I'm kind of doing it now is building connections and commenting on their things, commenting on their posts, so that they'll start. And it's interesting because the whole process of marketing and advertising and all of that is so manipulative. But you're working, it's like psychological. You're working the system, you're working with algorithms, you're working with the way people think, you're getting your name recognized by the people who are further along than you. And so commenting on their stuff, hoping that they'll begin to recognize my name popping up more and more as someone who follows them. And then perhaps after a month or so, then what you do is you send them a message, and you then tell them, hey, I'd love to send you one of my items. I've been following you for however such long. I really appreciate what you do, and I think that you would really enjoy this. And you can leave it at that, or you can say if you would be willing to give me your address so I can mail this to you at no cost, all entirely free. I would love if you would share it on your page and be one of my influencers. And so it's kind of like the collaboration kind of thing. You're sending them something, giving them something in hopes that they will then advertise for you and use your product or hang it in their house or color in it or whatever. And so it's an investment. You do put some money into it. I just calculated out the price of shipping my sigils in the US. It's $8, which is pretty decently good. That's an excellent price to be able to ship a sigil. And so if it's someone in the US, it'll cost me $8 plus the time that I took to make the sigil. But if it is, I haven't calculated out the cost of shipping overseas yet, but there are people that I've been finding, influencers that are overseas, who I would love to get them my product. So that's something I still need to calculate out. But so that's where I'm at, and that's where my obsession is right now, where I'm like putting my energy and my time and my thoughts. And when I look at my phone, that's pretty much what I'm doing, finding more influencers and commenting on their posts right now, so that my name will begin to be remembered by them, so that when I message them, it's not just going to be some stranger necessarily. Yes, I'm a stranger, but someone who has entirely no connection with them, but they'll be like, oh, I've seen this person's name pop up a lot. What are they messaging me about? So they'll be more curious and more likely to actually open the message. So I'm building connections, and I have fun. I really have fun understanding marketing strategies and learning about it and figuring out the methods that work for me. And this could yet again be another method that isn't the right one for me, just like paid advertising on Instagram or Facebook or Etsy or whatever. Those weren't really that beneficial. But you never know till you try it. And so it's nice that this brainstorming, idea making, progressive, working hard, making art, getting out there Rochi is back. It's really nice. It's been a bunch of months since I've been able to mentally think like this, because I've been so focused on getting back to being more stable. And now I'm finally at a consistently more stable point where my attention can go elsewhere, which is really cool. It's really good, and I so the vlog is, yes, I still am doing my mental health stuff. I'm not slacking on it this time. I'm aware that I need to maintain my focus every day in bettering my mental health and keeping my mind stable. And so today I went out on my walk. That's where I was showing you earlier before the people started coming past. It has finally been raining and snowing in Tucson. You can see the snow on the mountains. And the water from the drains is finally beginning to flow. Look at that. So the river isn't flowing yet, but that's part of the river, so it'll be flowing soon. Alright, so thanks for listening to my obsession. It's starting to get really cold now. Woo! It just dropped like a bunch of temperatures and I'm getting wet. Alright. I love you. Be sure to like and subscribe. Who knows what's gonna happen next? Toodaloo!